Ready to tip for Illinois Valley versus Moraine Valley.
All right, let's kick it off with the starting lineups. Your starters for the Moraine Valley Cyclones, it's going to be number 12, Tommy Dimogerantes. Number 22, Ermias Naga. Number 25, Calviante Washington. Number 32, Luke Hook. And number 34, Khalil Williams. Tommy at the tip-off. Let's take a look at your starters for Illinois Valley. Number 10, Trey Patterson. Number 11, Chris Lemon. He's their leading scorer. Number 12, Terrence Campbell. Number 24, Jens Soderholm. And number 42, Ricky Calvin.
Travel violation for the Eagles. Calling that travel violation is John Hodell. All the referees are Bill Parsons and a referee McCawson. Did not give his first name. He doesn't like. He likes his identity to be kept on the down low in case of a fan-referee interaction.
With that being said, I completely understand. Things did get very, very heated early on in that women's game. With that being said, a long three was just hit by Chris Lemon. He leads the teams in shots and points as well.
A three-point attempt is no good by number 32, Luke Hook.
I think that's going to be a shot we're going to be seeing often. Luke Hook leads the Cyclones in three-point percentage.
Another three-point attempt for Chris Lemon, and that's no good. Rebound to the Cyclones.
They did get that second chance opportunity, but Khalil Williams did a good job of getting the rebound.
Dimogerantes drives down low. He goes up. No good. Off the rim. Rebound to the Eagles. And an outlet pass, and a layup is good. 4-0 thanks to a layup by number 10, Trey Patterson.
Calviante Washington takes a deep shot, and it does not fall. Ermias fought for a rebound with number 10, Chris Lemon. Check that, number 10, Trey Patterson, I'm sorry. And it ended up being a traveling violation in the offensive court.
Ball inbounded to Naga. As he goes up for a layup, it's good.
A nice move down low to get the Cyclones on the board.
Mike, he really worked that baseline. That's going to be huge.
Yes, that is. And talking about Ermias Naga, he's going to be our key player going into this game. He's 5th in the nation in points scored, and he's 7th in the nation for points per game, with averaging 21.5.
Those are some numbers as Dimogerantes cuts the lead down to 1 with a nice layup.
Another nice move, and these are the two huge offensive factors. When Dimogerantes and Ermias Naga could work in sync, they can be truly dominant.
And Naga brings the ball up. And a three-point attempt is good.
Nothing but net for Ermias Naga. 7-5. Yet a huge shot for Ermias Naga. He's now 2 for 2.
Naga is 6'4", can play both the guard and forward position. He's in his second year here at Moraine Valley Community College.
You mentioned that he can play both guard and forward. Later on, we're going to see an interview. I had the opportunity of interviewing Ermias Naga early on in the day, and we're going to play that for you guys at halftime.
That was a very good interview conducted by my fellow partner, Mike Santarelli. As he said, that will be brought to you at halftime. This game will have 2 20-minute halves, different than a women's game, which has 4 quarters.
Another jumper, but it didn't seem to go. And things did get heated over on the lane by number 12, Chris Lemon.
And a three-point field goal is good. Khalil Williams hits a three. Khalil Williams is out of Eisenhower High School. He's in his first year.
You know, we mentioned earlier Luke Hook's shooting percentage, and Khalil now hitting a three as well. These big men on the Moraine Valley the Moraine Valley basketball team could shoot.
Oh, they can. You'll see them go down on the block for a post game, or you'll see them step out for a three, and it's huge. Their versatility is really going to be key in this game.
You sure had that right, Tino. Number 11, Chris Lemon has the ball. Takes yet another deep three, and it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be seeing that a lot. He took a lot of shots over the season. Chris Lemon took 327 shots, leading by almost 100. The second shot total being Ricky Calvin. With that being said, Chris Lemon's hot tonight from that three-point shot, but he shoots 36% on the season.
And a steal for the Cyclones. Pass up ahead to Naga. One-on-one. He goes up for layup, but is fouled.
A nice move drawing the foul by Ermias Naga. It's the first foul in the night.
That foul is going to be on Terrence Campbell. His first, team's first.
And that was actually awarded a shooting foul to Ermias Naga. A great job of attempting to get that shot off. He's up for two.
Oh, and that's a smart foul. Naga can finish at the hoop. Good heads-up play.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, fifth in the nation in points scored. Early on in the game, you don't want him to attack the rim. Try and make him make his free throws. We talked about key factors for the Cyclones. With that being said, Illinois Valley is 1-12 on the road this season. They've really had trouble. With that being said, they had a long road here and inclement weather. So let's see if that has a factor in this game.
Doesn't look to be just now. They're up by one, but who knows? It could wear them down. They get the ball down low. Shot is up, and it's good by Trey Patterson.
A good move there by Trey Patterson.
Pass up ahead to number 32. And the foul. Luke Hook makes the layup. Gets fouled by Trey Patterson. And Trey Patterson was almost in disbelief. He didn't think he was called for that foul.
Wow. The shot did not go by Luke Hook, but a phenomenal one-handed tip-in by Ermias Naga. He's got 9 early on, 9 of the 16 for the Cyclones. Big rebound. Take it, Tino.
And that's a key to the game. That's a key to the game for the Eagles. They have to contain Naga. Like we said, he shoots 59.7 in the Cyclone Center this season. He loves being at home.
With that being said, a remarkable steal by Ermias Naga, and he finished with the pass to Tommy DeMogerantis for a beautiful dunk.
Oh, he can really get up there. We see him in warm-ups, and he's putting on a show.
Let's see if hopefully we can see a couple alley-oops between that pair.
We can only hope so, Mike.
You sure got that right, Tino. And another deep three attempt by Chris Lemon. That one was way off, a couple feet to the left. Did not hit rim. Let's keep hoping that he takes those shots. Once again, I said he had a 36% three-point percentage on the season from behind the arc.
Naga shoots a three, no back rim, but the Cyclones get the rebound.
Jason Rowland with a good move. Couldn't get it to go, but Luke Hook, a remarkable second chance effort, making it 20-15, your Moraine Valley Cyclones.
And the Cyclones have to rebound the ball. They're rebounding 30. They have 38.2 rebounds in wins and only 25.6 rebounds in losses.
With that being said, the Cyclones are dominating right now in the rebound game, and if the numbers never lie, that just means they'll be on pace for a good win.
A nice no-look pass to DeMogerantis, but misses the shot. Now the Eagles have numbers, and the layup is good by Trey Patterson.
Kelviante Washington dribbles the ball.
Naga looks for Dimo Durantes down low, handles the pass one-handedly, goes up, and it's in. He was under the basket and finished with his left hand. That was beautiful, Mike.
Yeah, I have to admit, he was way down at the baseline, and he somehow found a way to get that bucket.
And Dimo Durantes picks up the charging foul on the Eagles.
Wow, Dimo Durantes and Ermias Naga, between drawing fouls, creating turnovers, really doing great in the backcourt and offensively as well. With that being said, Dimo Durantes and Ermias Naga have combined for 18 of our 22 points.
Naga and Dimo Durantes are also first-team Skyway Conference selections. I mean, they're just a force together, almost like Aaron Drinan. Just like
and Michelle Borgen. Truly, I see that correlation there. And you know what? Their performance right now is truly showing on the court that they were first team all-conference.
Mm-hmm. They'll look to extend this 5-point lead. Moraine Valley leads 22-17, 12-10 left in the first half. Luke Hooks trying to find Dimo Durantes, passes it to Naga. Luke Hook with the three-point attempt, no good. Rebound to Harold Fay.
We mentioned Luke Hook's remarkable three-point percentage on the season. Though it was very good with over 50%, he only had 36 attempts on the season. He's now 0 for 3 on the night. And Ricky Calvin finishes with a remarkable dunk.
Oh, that was a nice dunk, and that's exactly what second chance opportunities can do for you. Nice, easy 2 points there. Three-point attempt is good.
And this is a key to the game. Ermias Naga getting a key assist. We know that he can finish well, but he's doing a great job of kicking it out to the open three-point shooters. We're going to see that a lot. That's his third assist by Ermias Naga, and we're going to see that a lot. And Ermias draws another foul. That's a block, and we're going to get the ball back. With that being said, Ermias is going to have to keep on driving the lane and finding the open shooters. We know he'll be able to finish when he can, but I mean, these open looks by Calviante Washington, Luke Hook, and David Gray, who's just now coming off the bench. He set a school record early on in the season against McHenry Community College for three-pointers made in a game with 8.
Mike, we see that Moraine Valley has no fouls to the Eagles' 4 fouls. That's huge.
Yeah, with that being said, typically the Cyclones have trouble early on getting themselves into foul trouble. But they've done a great job of staying out of foul trouble. Like you said, having none so far. And another costly turnover by Illinois Valley. You could tell they're playing flat. I think that travel has to do with it, as I could see where that 1-12 away record comes into effect.
Jason Rowling inbounds the ball to Radcliffe. Radcliffe back to Rowling, finds Dimo Durantes, and he can step out and shoot that 3, so be careful, Eagles.
Wow. And an extremely contested 3 by David Gray. That shot hit, and that is a good sign for the Cyclones. If he could be hitting contested shots like that, it's scary to see what he could do in this game tonight. Let's see. I know Coach likes to feed his hot hand. I have a feeling Coach Howard is going to be telling him to keep taking those shots. What do you think, Tino?
Well, you know what? That's huge. You know, Gray is in his first year out of Oak Forest High School. And looking at the roster here, Moraine Valley only has 3 sophomores, and one of them was granted a medical red shirt. Abdel Ishtaya broke his wrist early on in the season. The NCAA granted him a medical red shirt. So they have a lot of their team coming back next year, Mike.
Yeah, you got that right. Ermias, as you know, I mean, the star combo guard, he's going to be leaving the team along with Calviante. But, I mean, other than that, this team is strong. They're young, and they've got a bright future ahead of them.
Dimo Durantes, fakes the 3, goes up. The floater is good. 32-21 Cyclones.
And this lead early on is separating.
And a foul called here on Gray. That's Moraine Valley's first foul. More than 10 minutes into this first half. That's huge. No foul trouble whatsoever. And referee McCaustin calls a travel violation on the Eagles.
That is the third travel for Illinois Valley. Just costly turnovers that are really showing on the scoreboard. They're going to have to play much more clean basketball against this dominant Moraine Valley team. To those of you watching at home, you're tuned into the Region 4 quarterfinals against Moraine Valley and Illinois Valley Community Colleges. David Gray gets another jumper to go. That's his 5th point of the night. 34-21, your Moraine Valley Cyclone.
And a 13-point lead here. It could get bigger. We told you about Illinois Valley not being so hot on the road. This could sneak up on them.
They're going to call that a foul on the floor by number 14, Jason Rowland. His first personal, team second. Jen Soderholm is checking back into the game. He was a starter for Illinois Valley. As D'Angelo Robinson also checks in for the Cyclones. He is a man who's not that tall, but he sure knows how to play aggressive down low.
Second chance point. No good. And another traveling violation. It'll stay with the Eagles.
That was like a possible makeup call, as it doesn't seem like his feet were even on the ground yet.
Yeah, and you know what? The Illinois Valley coach doesn't look too happy. He's giving the referee an earful right about now.
A lot of costly turnovers. We've seen a lot of traveling violations. Looks like these offensive players aren't going to be catching a lot of breaks. A remarkable defensive play by Jordan Radcliffe, able to get his hand on the ball and have it touch number 33, Anthony Carruthers, for the Moraine Valley ball.
Coaching the Cyclones is David Howard. He's in his 3rd year. And for the Eagles, Chris Herman. He's in his 2nd year. Double dribble called on Demo Durantes.
We talk about those costly turnovers early on by Illinois Valley. Moraine has to make sure that they do a good job of staying with a clean basketball game. They've done a decent job of keeping the pressure on Illinois Valley without Ermias on the court right now.
Going along with the clean basketball game, fouls are part of that. They only have 2, almost 12 minutes into this first half. It's huge.
Jason Rowland's going to get that foul called on him. That's a 13th foul, and that was for pushing off.
Foul down low on Zach Haxel.
That's going to be his first foul of the night.
Ricky Calvin will shoot 2 for the Eagles. Mike, talk to us about the interview we're going to get later on.
Yeah, Tino, well, like I said before, Ermias Naga, he's a returning sophomore from Virginia. He's done a remarkable job of playing away from home. He's one of the few who's not from around the area on this team, and he's done a remarkable job being a true sophomore leader. Like I said, a remarkable character, and you'll get to see that later on in the interview.
Foul on a drive. Radcliffe will go to the line to shoot 2.
After that exclusive with Ermias Naga, we're also going to have our women's player of the game, Michelle Borgen, along with us here at the table. Jordan Radcliffe's at the line. He had an aggressive drive and was able to draw the foul. He's 1 for 1 on the night in free throws, but he's also 12 for 12 on the year, and I just broke that streak. I'll blame that on me. I didn't knock on wood. That's completely my fault. 12 for 13 on the year. He did miss his second.
You know, that usually happens to Mike, my partner. He has the worst luck, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you're right. I was just an overall wow. If you folks are watching at home, you just saw an amazing crossover by Jordan Radcliffe. And David Gray, 2 for 2 from behind the arc. Like I said, if his hand gets hot, the chef will be cooking.
Terrence Campbell running the offense, step back. No, passes it up to number 44, Austin Osandic.
Ricky Calvin could not get the shot to go as Moraine Valley is going to retain possession. They're now up 11. 6:50 left in the half.
Three-point attempt by Nagai is no good. Ball out of bounds. It will stay with the Cyclones.
That's out on number 42, Ricky Calvin. Zach Haxel doing a good job of getting his body out of the way, letting Calvin screw up.
And we saw Nagai just attempt a three-point shot. He is 39.4 from the arc throughout the season.
See, it's not necessarily a remarkable three-point percentage, but with that being said, when the game's on the line, there's no one more than that they want to have the ball in their hands than Ermias Nagai, the true leader on the team, a true clutch performer.
I don't know, Mike. I think I might want to give it to Michelle Borgen.
Well, I wish too, but she's not on the court.
The basket is good. D'Angelo Robinson gets the layup to go and the foul. He'll shoot one free throw to try to extend this lead to 14.
We talked about how D'Angelo Robinson isn't the tallest big man on the court, but he sure knows how to play aggressive. A remarkable finish, driving his hands to the backboard, getting the finish, and getting the free throw opportunity for the three-point play.
D'Angelo Robinson had only started 5 games coming into this contest. Didn't start this game, but he's getting some big minutes in this quarterfinal matchup. There goes Robinson again, down low, passes it out. Nagai now takes it at the top of the key.
Let's see if they try and find David Gray. He's got the hand.
Oh. Robinson couldn't finish on the the putback attempt.
But Ermias Nagai was able to get a second chance opportunity, and Illinois Valley knocked the ball out of bounds. Moraine Valley ball.
Illinois Valley substitution number 24,
Jens Soderholm checks in for the Eagles. Foul, but the basket doesn't go. Nagai got fouled on the shot, and he'll have 2 free throws coming his way.
Ermias Nagai is a 78% free throw shooter. He does a remarkable job of attacking the lane and getting to the line.
First one is up and good by Nagai.
41-27, your Moraine Valley Cyclones.
We have a lane violation on the Cyclones. That's going to be on Robinson. They forfeit the free throw. Eagles ball.
Chris Lemon back in the game. Let's see if he could take charge of this Illinois Valley Eagle offense.
Long three-point attempt. Doesn't go.
But the putback is good by number 42, Ricky Calvin. What do you think about that move, Tino?
Oh, that was good. That was a long three. Didn't think it was going in at first, but they got lucky. and were able to get that putback.
On the opposite end of the court, Moraine Valley looking a little bit out of sync now, passing to a man who wasn't there.
Coach Howard isn't happy about that.
No, they're going to have to get this figured out.
A lot of length on this Cyclone team. The smallest player is number 31, Derek McLaurin. He stands at 5'11". Everyone else is 6 foot or taller. Ball taken up by Chris Lemon. Sets up the offense.
41-31, Cyclones.
A move in the lane, passes it back out. Nice find down low. Basket does not go.
Could not get the open look. Jen Soderholm could not get the open look to go. And Tommy DeMogerantis did a phenomenal job on the opposite end, attacking the lane and getting the lay-in to go.
So the lead sits at 12 for the Cyclones. Just under 3:40 to go in the first half. Chris Lemon misses a three-point shot, but the Eagles get a second chance. And a foul on the drive. 2 free throws coming the Eagles' way.
Terrence Campbell is going to go to the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a trivia question that we're going to have through Twitter. The question is, when was Moraine Valley Community College founded? Please send your answer using the hashtag MVCC Trivia. We will announce the winner later in the game. Again, when was Moraine Valley founded? Use the hashtag MVCC Trivia. Think we have anything to give away, Mike?
I sure hope so, Tino. Let's see if we can pull something out. To inform you all about that trivia question, our statistician, Chris Lyle, is going to work on getting you guys a prize. We're going to take this break to go ahead and thank Chris Lyle, sitting in with us, doing a remarkable job getting us stats so we can keep you all informed.
Oh, he's done a great job. He's really done his homework, and he was up late last night. Actually sent me a text around midnight, and you know what? He woke me up. I was pretty upset about that.
Yeah, Chris seems to get a little bit overexcited. It happens.
And a nice drive by Derek McLaurin. As I said, he sits at 5'11", the shortest on the team, but he still has a lot of height on me.
Yeah, you talk about Derek McLaurin. He did a remarkable cut to the lane. Caught Illinois Valley off their feet a little bit. 2 guys covering Tommy DeMogerantis. He did a great job getting the assist, finding the open man. Chris Lemon, though, with a across-the-court steal and getting the bucket to go. 45-34, Moraine Valley.
Chris, check Twitter. Make sure we're getting answers. Nice drive by number 12, Terrence Campbell. Cuts the lead down to 9. Just over 2:20 to go. And DeMogerantis gets a word from his coach as he sets up the offense.
Yeah, you talk about that lead getting down to 9. Illinois Valley's doing a good job of keeping it semi-close. The look from McLaren didn't go, but a second and now a third chance by the Cyclones. Luke Hook doing a remarkable job down low. He'll shoot 2 at the line.
Moraine Valley has caught up to the Eagles in fouls. Well, almost. The Cyclones have 6. The Eagles have 8.
To those of you just tuning in at home, the score is 45-36. Moraine Valley has the favor in this one early on. 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the first half. As Luke Hook gets his second free throw to go, Moraine Valley up 10.
And we have a couple answers already for our trivia question. However, we will not announce the winner until later on, as a few of them have been incorrect. So there's still a chance to hopefully earn a prize from our very own Chris Lyle.
The answers keep coming in. Hurry up. I'm not sure if we have a correct answer yet. To those of you tuning in, you can stop your answers now. The first one to get it right is at, I'll give you the Twitter handle. One moment, please. Janelle at KBS Dancer, MVCC Trivia. The correct answer, folks, is 87. That's when Moraine Valley was founded.
And I did not give my sister that answer. That was my sister tweeting in. She got the correct answer. I probably, hopefully, she has something coming her way. We'll see if Chris Lau can get working on that.
Tino, I'm sorry to mention that we are not the family members.
The score sits 46-38. 1:40 left in the first half. Luke Hook gets the ball down low, is working the post. Dimo Durantes with the three-point attempt. It's no good off front rim. Another three-point attempt is no good. And a third chance, no, still. The Cyclones can't capitalize.
The Cyclones there didn't do a good job of getting their opportunities to go in. A fourth chance did not fall, and Illinois Valley, Chris Lemon is going to be shooting two at the line. Check that. Terrence Campbell at the line.
Number 12, Terrence Campbell.
1 minute, 19 seconds to go. Moraine Valley's up 7.
Re-entering the game for Moraine Valley, number 22, Ermias Nagat.
Ermias Nagat checks back into the game. He'll finish off the half, along with what looks to be the rest of the starting lineup. Yes, the starting lineup for the Cyclones is back on the court. A good job of platooning and subbing by Coach Howard leaves a fresh starting lineup on the court for the Cyclones.
I also want to give a shout out to TJ Decker, who also had the correct answer, but was just seconds late on the response. He would have won, but you know the Abarcas, we're pretty quick.
Yeah, you got that right, but I apologize. There just isn't room in the budget for a prize for Miss Abarca.
Under a minute now to go in the first half. Cyclones have now taken the lead foul-wise. They have 9. Terrence Campbell has a couple free throws coming their way.
The first bucket does go for Campbell.
And the second free throw is no good. 46-40. Cyclones have the lead. Dimo Durantes has it at the arc, passes it up to Naga, and he will set up the offense with 17 on the shot clock. Naga almost got away with the travel there, as it looked like he jumped up in the air.
A remarkable job. Ermias Naga had 3 defenders on him. He was able to put it off the glass. And what do you know, Luke Hook able to get that put back in. 48-40, Moraine Valley Cyclones. Terrence Campbell with the ball. 20 to go.
1 second shot clock differential. You would think that the Eagles will hold for pretty much the last shot. And the Illinois Valley coach is calling for a screen, but they're just not. No, they couldn't capitalize on the last possession. The score is 48-40 at halftime. Cyclones lead the Eagles.
48-40. There was a shot clock violation on that. I think they might play out the rest of the first half. There might be a second left on the clock. But ladies and gentlemen, at halftime, you will see the exclusive interview with Ermias Nagat in the spotlight. And we will also see if we could get Michelle Borgen, our women's player of the game, here for an interview as well.
Oh, that would be a treat, getting both of them for an interview. The interview with Nagat did happen earlier in the day as Mike Santarelli took time from his busy schedule to interview him. And we did get that done. The prayer is no good by Nagat, and now it's halftime. The score is 48-40. Cyclones have the lead.
All right, now stay tuned. Here is the interview with Ermias Nagat in the spotlight. I'm here with star combo guard for the Moraine Valley men's basketball team, Ermias Nagat. Ermias, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me here.
Of course. All right, so let's get into it. Ermias, your first team all-conference, your first team all-region, 5th in the nation in points, and 7th in the nation for points per game. Tell me a little bit about, from an individual standpoint, what the season's meant to you, what it's like playing away from home.
Season's really meant a lot to me for my last year here, and I worked very hard in the off-season to get a conference title and also to be in the playoffs and to put ourselves in a predicament where we were the second seed. And I feel like my teammates and I pushed each other really hard in the off-season to get us to where we're at right now.
Of course. As an athlete, I know how much off-season work contributes to it in season. Then you talk about playing with your team, being in a tough conference with a lot of close games. Tell me what it's like with this team, being able to bring another conference championship back to the school.
Man, it's really amazing to bring back another conference championship. We've been pushing each other since day one to try. The goal is always to get to nationals, but there's always goals to get to your dream.
Right.
So we got done with our first goal, and now we need 2 more goals to accomplish to get to the higher prize.
Exactly. And talks about you being a sophomore. You're one of 2 sophomores that play on the team. As a leader, what's it like, fighting for that conference championship? Last week, you're down 11, playing for the conference championship at Prairie State. At the half, what do you say to your team to try and get them to try to motivate them to win that conference championship?
Honestly, we were telling the team not to let up and not to take this team lightly. Our coach showed us what we did in the first half, the reason why we were losing. So we learned from that. In the second half, we started the game hot and implemented what we needed to do to win by sharing the ball, being really aggressive on D and on offense. And we won the game and won the conference title. Yes, you did. Talking about Coach Howard, I know you've transitioned from point guard to now shooting guard. Tell me how he's helped you make that transition, that switch of positions. He's just really been telling me now at the shooting guard position it'll be more slashing and getting catch and shoot shots, which I was really comfortable in the beginning. Transition from point guard to shooting guard wasn't really that hard. It was really easy. Honestly, it just gave me the encouragement that I can do it, and the trust from my teammates was easy. So they brought a good spirit onto me to just go into the game and play your hardest and just compete. And now I feel really comfortable playing that position. Definitely, and it shows. It shows on the court. As a conference champion now, how are you taking that momentum into tonight's game against Illinois Valley for the playoffs? Well, we're coming out with a lot of energy, and we have a lot of doubters who think we shouldn't be where we're at right now, and we just want to prove everybody wrong and just to show people that we're capable of playing with the best of the best and that we're capable of winning nationals and that we can go as far as we all go. So we just got to keep playing team basketball, and it'll take us far. Definitely, and I have faith in you. I know a lot of people around the school have faith in you guys to do what we know you could do. So I want to wish you luck heading into tonight's game. Illinois Valley, they're 1-12 on road games, so I know if you guys start out strong, stick to your game, you'll definitely be able to pull out that W. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it, man. All right, for all things sports in Moraine Valley, I'm Mike Santarelli.
All right, I'm Tino Abarca. I'm here with Aaron Drynan and Michelle Borgen coming off a huge quarterfinal victory over Black Hawk College. Aaron, talk to me about the energy in the locker room after a big win like that.
We're pretty hyped to come out with a win in our first regional game. We're looking forward to our win or to play Wabanzi on Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Michelle, you had 36 points and 21 rebounds. You had to step up because Aaron was in foul trouble for most of the game. How did you feel tonight?
There's been games that I got in foul trouble very early, and Aaron stepped up for me, and it was nice to have for me when I missed.
Our all Skyway Conference first team selections. First, Aaron, talk to me about that, and that's a huge honor.
I mean, yeah, it's a really big honor, and we wouldn't be able to do it without our teammates, with the assists from them and getting us the ball, so we wouldn't be able to do it without them.
And Michelle?
Basically what Aaron said, it's just we can't do anything without the sophomores who last year had to score a lot, and now they look to us to get some points on the board. So they played as a team, and that's the most exciting thing because we're going to remember that longer.
You guys play Wabanzi next. How are you guys going to prepare? Have you played them before? Have you seen them before? Do you have any video on them?
Yeah, we've got a lot of good video on them, and we're going to come out prepared to play them. They just played Prairie State tonight, which we've beat previously, so I think we'll be ready and good to come out and play them.
Alrighty, sounds good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Welcome back to the Cyclone Center. Back from halftime, the Cyclones hold a 48-40 lead over the Eagles. Some good play in the first half. Got sloppy towards the end with fouls. Were the Cyclones. And we start off with another foul here. Mike, talk to me about keys that are going to help the Eagles get back in this basketball game.
Well, we talk about rebounding, and Moraine Valley did a good job early on of getting second and third opportunities. Illinois Valley is going to have to cut into those rebounds if they're going to take a shot at this game and make a run at the playoffs. Tino, you had the opportunity to just talk to Aaron Drine and Michelle Borgen, our two women's stars. First off, I'm jealous that you got to have that interview with those lovely ladies, but tell me a little bit about them.
You know, Mike, you had the honor of interviewing Ermias Naga, so I was jealous in that aspect. However, you know, I talked to those two. You know, they played for the Cyclones, and now they're playing Wabanzi next round. And you know, I asked them how the energy was in the locker room afterwards, and you know, they were real excited, and they're moving on. And that's big for those two freshmen to get their confidence and experience under them.
Oh, definitely. I agree 100%. And going on, you know, Erin's a phenomenal team player. Knowing that she can't get into foul trouble early on, and she was really hard on herself, but she had a remarkable job in that fourth quarter, coming back, playing remarkable down low, and getting into this game right now. Illinois Valley just had an incredible start to the half. I think they had a little bit of Mike's special stuff in that water at the halftime, because they cut that deficit down to 4, forcing a Coach Howard timeout for the Moraine Valley Cyclones.
Yeah, a 4-0 run to start the second half, just over a minute in, and we have a ball game now. So the Cyclones hold a 4-point lead. The Eagles going on a 4-0 run to start the second half. See how the Cyclones respond here. Washington brings up the ball, finds Demo Durantes. A drive to the hoop, off the backboard, no good. And Eagles have numbers 3-on-2. A three-point attempt by Chris Lemon is no good. But he gets the rebound, no good. Up is number 24, Jens Soderholm. And he can't finish, but he got fouled. He will shoot 2 free throws.
Tino, we talked about those keys to the half, and wow, a remarkable job by Jen Soderholm and number 12, Terrence Campbell, being able to get those rebounds early on, allowing those multiple opportunities. That's something that Moraine Valley really dominated on early on, and now Illinois Valley is doing well themselves.
As Mike says that, the first free throw is up and good. You're right, Mike. That's mounted a comeback for the Eagles. They're only down 3, and this free throw makes it down to 2. So you're right, the second chance points and the turnovers, and here come the Eagles.
Yeah, they have strong momentum going into this half as Calviante Washington drives up to the lane.
Nagat drives to the lane. Layup is up and good.
A strongly contested lay-in with his right hand. Another reason showing why he should have been all-region. I know he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. He had remarkable numbers in the regular season, and it's showing.
Yeah, Mike was talking to Nagat earlier, and he felt like he got snubbed. But he's not going to let that affect his game. He knows that he's chasing something bigger than just an all-region team selection. He's chasing a title.
Yeah, you got that right, Tino.
A layup is up and good by Jens Soderholm. He's out of LaSalle Peru High School, his second year. He's a 6'4" forward.
And as you mentioned, Len Soderholm, he's got 9 points this half as they tie it up with Moraine Valley.
Oh, he's been a huge piece off the bench. And Nagat gets the foul and the hoop, taking a 2-point lead, possibly a 3-point lead. We're waiting on this free throw by Nagat.
We talk about that clutch ability with Ermias Nagat, a truly remarkable play, getting the finish down after drawing the foul and getting the free throw. That 76% free throw percentage is a little bit higher than that tonight, isn't it, Tino?
Oh, it is, Mike. You know, we talk about Nagat and how crucial he's been to the team. He's been the leader. Everyone looks to him for everything, pretty much.
Yeah, you got that right. And wow, as we've seen some remarkable pressure from the Cyclones, pushing on double teams with anyone who has the ball and forcing that turnover there. Once again, that was something that Illinois Valley struggled with, was having bad turnovers early on in the game. And as Moraine Valley is starting to get a lead again, it's because Illinois Valley is making them turnovers.
3-point attempt by Luke Hook is no good. And here come the Eagles down the floor.
Yeah, we noticed Luke's taking yet another shot from behind the arc, and it hasn't fallen. I believe he's over 4 from behind the arc tonight. He just has to be confident in himself, play his game down low, and then when he can accent it from outside the arc, I feel like that's when he truly does best with the 3-point shot.
And he can hit those, Mike. We've seen him before make those shots. It's just a matter of them not falling tonight.
I agree. But he's confident, and there it is. Perfect timing, Tino. You had the magic touch, as Luke Hook is now 1 for 5 from 3.
You know, earlier Mike jinxed a player on a free throw, and I just happen to think I have a little bit better luck than Mike. Sorry, Mike.
Well, Tino, we sure know how you love to compliment yourself, don't we?
Well, no comment on that. Demo Durantes is up at the arc and wants the ball down low. Luke Hook has the ball, gives it to Nagat. Nagat down the lane.
And another remarkable play by Luke Hook. Ermias was able to drive the lane. He wasn't able to get a shot off, though. And Luke was able to grab the ball, hit it off an Illinois Valley defender to get the ball back. And yet another good finish by Tommy Demo Durantes from a feed from none other than Ermias Nagat. Yet another assist if these two keep working in sync like this, they will be a force to be reckoned with. That is Ermius' 6th assist on the night.
Jens Holmes' 3 off front rim is no good. Up ahead to number 34.
Khalil Williams, but Ermius Naga was there for the offensive board and yet another point.
Chris Lemon with a 3-point attempt. It's up and good. 62-59 is the score. Timeout on the floor.
As we noticed, Chris Lemon does get better as he gets closer to that hoop. He took a lot of shots from a few feet out from that 3-point line, but doing a remarkable job as he gets closer to the hoop. Chris Lemon, that's his 4th 3, 12 from behind the arc. We'll be back to you after this break.
Fast break for the Eagles. Timo Durantes with a big block into the first row of the stands.
Hold him back, folks. The Greek Freak with a monster block.
No, I think that's his offhand too, Mike. Wow. And now all of a sudden, the fans and the benches are into the game. Another block, but he's called for the foul. Timo Durantes picks up a foul there.
Yeah, we talk about Tommy Dimo Durantes. He's had a couple big baskets early on in the second half with that huge block. Great defender. Good two-way player for the Cyclones. He's a freshman. He's got 16 points on the night. Really just quietly killing that offensive scoreboard. And I had the opportunity of talking with him before the game, and he told me that in his spare time, he likes to work at the family restaurant and cook in the kitchen.
Oh, what a guy. What a guy. I bet you he does the same thing, not only at the restaurant, but at home as well.
Yeah, definitely. But not only is he cooking at the restaurant, he's cooking on the court here too tonight.
Oh, I second that, Mike. He's Timo Durantes looking to cook up some more as he takes a shot. No good. No good. I think the oven turned off there, Mike, don't you think?
It's still sparking, though. It's still sparking, though, Tino.
It might be the microwave. It ended, but you can restart it.
That is right, Tino.
Soderholm shoots an air ball looking for a foul. He doesn't get it. Cyclones on a fast break, but the steal is intercepted. Now the Eagles have numbers, and they can't finish a layup.
Yet another rebound by Ermius Naga. Good job as he gets the ball back to Tommy Dimo Durantes.
A missed shot goes to the Eagles. They'll bring up the ball with 13:30 left to go in the second half. Score is 62-60 in favor of the Cyclones.
Yeah, we talk about that missed shot. Going back to our early on keys of the game, Ermius tried to kick the ball out, and David Gray couldn't get the shot to go. That's something that they're going to keep on trying to do here on in the second half. Kicking out the open shooters, for sure. Fun fact for Moraine Valley basketball: when scoring 70 points or more, our Moraine Valley men's basketball team is 15-5. So, if the numbers never lie, we're 8 away from a victory.
Calling a foul there was John Hodell. You know, John Hodell wanted my tie at the beginning of the game. I think I might have to have someone walk me to the car because he was He was grabbing my tie. He was looking to take it off my neck there for a second.
Tino, your tie game is very strong. It's got nothing on mine, though.
Perhaps.
Definitely.
So the Eagles look to tie or take the lead here on this possession. Soderholm takes it to the hoop. Nice reverse layup. Wow. That was a nice layup by Jens Soderholm. And that ties up the game at 62 apiece.
As Ermias has the ball, we'd like to give a shout out to his high school coach out in Virginia as he's playing the game out in the gym for the community to see. A remarkable standout athlete for his high school out in Virginia, Ermias Nega, and he just has a remarkable relationship with his coach back home. So shout out to you.
Well, it's great to have support from all the way over there. Dimo Durantes takes a shot at the top of the key. It's good. Cyclones take a 2-point lead.
And that's Tommy's 18th point on the night, quietly killing that scoreboard once again. That oven is hot.
Oh, we saw him preheating in warm-ups for the second half, Mike. He was lighting it up.
Yes, he was. And a block by Tommy DeMoscherantis. But Illinois Valley's Len Soderholm was able to get that. Wow. In a pump fake, was able to get the Illinois Valley defenders to cross their feet up a little bit. And a strong drive by Ermias Naga finishes in the basket.
Eagles look again to either tie or take the lead. Here comes a three-point shot. No good. And a foul. Naga helps Dimo Durantes up. Foul's on the floor. The foul is on Tariq Allen, his second, team's fifth.
Radcliffe drives up as the ball. To those of you watching the game at home, though there is a strong resemblance, Jordan Radcliffe is not related to well-known Bruno Mars.
I could have swore Bruno Mars suited up for us tonight, Mike.
Yeah, I thought so too, but even though Jordan's not the tallest one on the court, I still think he has Bruno by a couple inches.
Hey, he's still bringing the Uptown Funk tonight.
Yes, he is. As I said about his height, Mr. Jordan Radcliffe actually had his first in-game dunk not too long ago against Prairie State. And just like Bruno Mars, how much of a powerful performer he is, so is Jordan Radcliffe on the court.
Layup by Luke Hook, up, no good, but he's fouled.
Luke Hook has an opportunity to take back the lead for the Cyclones as Illinois Valley initially got the score back even, but Luke Hook at the line for two. Let's see if he could take the lead.
Luke Hook's first free throw is up, and it's good. Bouncing off the front rim, rattles in. Second free throw is no good, but there's a foul on Ermias Naga. That's his second foul and the team's fourth.
Illinois Valley's at 6 fouls, though, on the half, and Moraine's already in bonus. As Terrence Campbell drives, Mixtapes loses his handle, though, and turns the ball over to Ermias Naga with another steal. The drive on the floor, though. The foul is on the floor. He'll go to the line, though. We're in bonus. I'd like to say hi to my mom, who claims that I'm doing great right now. Thanks, Mom.
Well, Mrs. Santarelli is not lying there. You're doing a great job, Mike.
As are you, Tino. As are you. That basket brings the lead, 68-66. Ermias will get another.
Now, before I get a chance to forget, want to thank again the great production staff. Amanda herself is sitting next to us. She's doing a great job. And a big thank you to Jason as he's working the camera upstairs. Big thank you to him. Great work.
Yes, you're right. Jason's doing a remarkable job with the camera, and a fine strapping man he is. Your score, 69-66. Cyclones ball. Ermias takes the ball up court. Drives to the lane. Creates separation. Could not get the shot to go.
And the guy thought he got fouled there, and there was some contact, but I don't think there was enough for a foul.
And Ricky Calvin able to follow up with a monstrous dunk. Boom goes the dynamite.
Radcliffe with the spin move, working his way to the lane, but gets stripped right to Luke Hook. Luke Hook to
Who
Radcliffe.
has a remarkable feed to David Gray, who draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Illinois Valley foul number 5, Tariq Felton, his third personal, team's 8th. Shooting the line for Moraine Valley number 11, David Gray.
First one is up, and it's good. Second free throw coming for Gray. That's good, and extends the Cyclone lead to 3 points. About 9:30 to go in the second half.
I told you earlier how good Chris Lyle is with this. And Steph Curry put up 51 tonight for the Warriors.
Wow.
Looks like Chef Curry's cooking just as much as Tommy DeMogerantis is tonight.
And Harold Fay hits a three-point basket. 71 apiece. We have a ball game, folks. Just over 9 minutes to play.
Yeah, folks, if you're just tuning in, we have a remarkable one for you here tonight. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, a phenomenal play by Luke Hook to allow Ermias Nagat a second three-point chance opportunity, and he did not falter on that second shot. Did he, Tino?
He did not. You know, Mike, he doesn't want to give up this lead, and it's showing.
Ermias Nagat, 27 on the night.
Offensive foul called.
That's a charge, and that is once again a costly turnover that we talked about earlier. Looks like we lost a contact on the floor.
And Coach Herman is not happy, giving referee McCaustin an earful.
Yep. We see trainer Jeff Davis, who does a remarkable job running to get some contact solution, over to Ricky Calvin. Let's see if that faltered vision will have to do with any dunks not following through like they were before for him.
Luke Hook to Radcliffe. Radcliffe takes it at the top of the key to Hook down low. We got a foul on the floor. That's going to be on D'Angelo Robinson, the 6'6" forward. A three-point attempt by Jens Soderholm. It's an air ball. It's no good. But the rebound goes to the Eagles. But Tariq Allen is out of bounds, going the other way to the Cyclones.
That was a good call by our baseline official there. With that being said, I'd like all of you to go ahead and give Mr. Chris Lyle a follow on Twitter. His Twitter handle is Chris Lyle 3. That's ChrisLyle 3.
Ball out
Speaking
of
of
bounds
threes,
to the Eagles.
David Gray couldn't get that one to fall. His three-point percentage is 0 in the half. He can't get that shot going quite yet.
So Coach Herman calling a play out here. See if the Eagles can capitalize. No, ball out of bounds. They say it's off Radcliffe, staying at this end of the floor with the Eagles.
Nathan Helly inbounds. Ball now to number 21, Harold Fay. Fay passes to Lemon. Lemon from deep, and the bank is not open tonight, folks. Yet another deep three taken by Chris Lemon. He sure has confidence, but whoa! Ermias Nega passes to Tommy DiMogerantis for another dunk.
Man, these two are athletic. These two can play together. They complement each other well. And if Naga is assisting Timo Durantes like that, it's going to be scary. He goes, Timo Durantes again, but misses the dunk the second time as he falls. The Eagles have numbers. And an offensive foul. A lot of action here.
Yet another charge. You know, Tino, I'd like to think that Ermias and Tommy, they complement themselves a lot like we complement ourselves, you know?
Oh, I'd like to think so. I think we complement each other a little bit better than they do, but who knows?
I know one thing's for sure. They were definitely watching Michelle Borgen and Aaron Drynan in the first game before they played. I think they took a few pointers, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, you're right, Mike. And if you're just joining us, the women's Moraine Valley basketball team beat Black Hawk College by a score of 70-62 in the first game of our doubleheader.
80-72, but yes. And they will go on to play Wabanzi on Saturday at Wabanzi. At 2 o'clock, folks. And that's a tough crowd out there, but we sure have faith in our women's team. We'd also like to take this time to give a shout out to our Moraine Valley cheerleading team. Relatively new to the school. They've got pep, they've got pride, and they sure do a great job.
Layup is up, not good, but the second chance by Jens Soderholm is 76-73, just under 6:30 to go.
Stay tuned, folks. We're going to have a good finish for you tonight.
Just like that first game, and it was an odd finish, Mike. Talk to him about the Black Hawk College situation.
Well, yeah, it almost felt like we were watching a little bit of hockey, don't you know? As our Moraine Valley ladies finished off with a 5-on-3 power play. There was a couple health scratches for the Blackhawk College Braves, and they finished with only 3 eligible players on the court, as our women's Cyclones were able to take a valiant lead.
They advanced to play Wabanzi, as stated earlier.
In your Region 4 semifinals. Ermias Nago with yet another 3. He is getting hot, folks.
Oh, he extends the lead to 6 points, 6 minutes to go. Let's see if they can hold on.
Another 30-point performance for Ermias Naga, a truly remarkable player. He's doing well. Dimo Gerontis, man, they sure know how to work together.
And the Cyclones playing a tough zone here, but find an opening down low. No, can't hit.
Anthony Carruthers has trouble finding that open lane. Ermias Naga, 32 points. Gets the quick transition layup to go.
And ball out of bounds. Carruthers throws it to the stands. That's out of bounds. Cyclone basketball.
And a huge momentum shift in favor of your Moraine Valley Cyclones. They're doing a remarkable job. Moraine Valley takes a full timeout. Sorry, check that. Illinois Valley takes a full timeout, and we'll be right back after this break.
We're back at the Cyclone Center. The score is 81-73 in favor of the Cyclones.
We are getting deep underway into our Region 4 quarterfinal. As you know, folks, the winner of this game will go on to play the winner of Blackhawk East versus Prairie State. That game will be at Sunday at 2 at Wabanzi. So they'll be playing same time, same place, just a different day, one day after. As I thought Terrence Campbell was about to take that shot, but he passes down low. Back to Terrence Campbell, and he had no hesitation that time. In and out. Dimo Gerontes with the rebound, and Jordan Radcliffe takes the ball up to the offense.
Shot by Gray is up and no good, but rebound to Naga, and he gets fouled. He'll have 2 free throws coming his way.
Tino, how about another offensive rebound by Ermias Naga? Something that's almost uncommon for him. He's a great defensive rebounder, but just great in those second chance opportunities.
Oh, this is huge. I mean, we think of Dimo Gerontes as the big guy down low getting all the offensive boards, but Naga has stepped up, and almost like our previous game, Borgen stepped up in absence of Drinan.
Yeah, a little bit of deja vu. Looks like lightning striking twice, folks. And a deep 3 by Jen Soderholm, and it hits nothing but net. Wow, a remarkable shot. That encloses the Cyclones' lead by 9.
About 4:30 to go in the second half. Cyclones are in the bonus. Naga sets up the offense, gives it to Dimo Gerontes at the top of the key. He puts a move on and loses the ball. Here comes a fast break for Terrence Campbell. The layup is up and it's good.
Trying to catch the Illinois Valley Eagles off balance in the transition in a travel by Tommy Dimo Gerontes. They were just working a little bit too fast there.
Yeah, he just got ahead of himself just a little bit, but I like the outlet pass and trying to push that ball. I like the energy. And a 3-point attempt by Jen Soderholm is no good.
We are underway into the second half with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Your score is Moraine Valley Cyclones 85, Illinois Valley Eagles 78. Naga drives. Passes out to David Gray. The shot. No good, but a phenomenal effort down low by Ermias Naga, forcing that ball out of bounds by Ricky Calvin, and a Moraine Valley possession.
Luke Hook checks in the game for D'Angelo Robinson. Dimo Gerontes works in the lane, left-handed layup, no good, but the putback is.
Great job by Dimo Gerontes being able to get back on that scoreboard. He was a little bit quiet of late, but he was able to get himself his own putback and get the layup in. Another steal by Ermias Naga as he drives the lane, forces a foul on the floor. You know, Tino, I think he might be coming close to a triple-double. He's got a lot of assists and steals on the night. We'll have to get that stat later on.
Let's see. Let's go to our statistician, Chris Lyle. I know he'll get those stats to us right away.
And Chris Lyle always performs. Ermias Naga has 35 points now with 9 rebounds and 6 steals. 6 assists, sorry.
Three minutes to go. The Cyclones lead by 10. Foul, and the basket.
That'll be an and one opportunity. That's a foul on Ermias Naga. As now Illinois Valley is in bonus. That foul was on Ermias Naga. I believe that to be his second.
This is a quarterfinal game for the NJCAA Division II Championships. The championship will be played in Danville Arena March 15th through the 19th. Talk about March Madness, Mike.
Oh, you got that right. It's sure coming up. I know we're sure looking forward to that Division I March Madness tournament, but we've got some early on February Madness here at the Cyclone Center. This is a tight one.
And Radcliffe gets called for the foul down low. Ricky Calvin will go to the line for 2 shots.
Number 13, Jordan Radcliffe, his third personal, team's 8th. Shooting line number 42, Ricky Calvin.
Calvin's first free throw is up, and it's no good off front rim. Calvin's second shot is up, and that's good as they cut the lead down to 8 with 2:30 left in the second half. Radcliffe brings up the ball, and he might want to use most of his shot clock here. Mike, they might want to milk the clock the rest of these few possessions. As I say that, Terrence Campbell gets the layup and the foul.
Yeah, you mentioned that, and that's just a true freshman play you see there by David Gray. He's got to know better. If you're going to foul, you better foul there. You cannot let him get that lay-in on the easy basket if you're going to foul.
Or just don't foul at all.
I agree. Give him the easy points. That's fine. It's better than giving him 3 on the open lane. But now Illinois Valley is also in the double bonus along with Moraine Valley. We've got a score of 90-84. Still Moraine Valley Cyclones. 90-85 now.
Luke Hook with the fake goes to the lane. Demo Durantes with the shot. That's no good. Ball stays on the Cyclone side. And Coach Herman can't believe it.
Yeah, you
Demo Durantes with the shot. That's no good. And the rebound goes to Trey Patterson, and they go down court.
Yeah, bring that up about Coach Herman, Tino. His face looks rather red. He is heated over there.
Oh, he really is. But you know what? These referees are doing a phenomenal job. That three-point attempt is no good by Lemon. The second chance is no good as well. Demo Durantes with the board.
Was unable to get that shot to hit. We got a 2-on-1. Nagat was able to get the shot off.
And the foul. Nagat flexes his bicep muscles after that shot. He gets a chance for a 3-point play.
And one for Mr. Ermias Nagat. He will get a chance for the 3-point play. Truly showing that he deserves to be all-region. 39 points now. An opportunity for a 40th. A truly remarkable performance by your star combo guard, Ermias Nagat.
Free throw is up and it's good. And Demo Durantes dives on the floor as Illinois Valley gets careless with the inbound, but they retain possession. And Nagat almost gets in the passing lane there, but the ball stays with the Eagles.
Number 23, Nathan Helly gets ready to inbound the ball. Has trouble finding an open man. Passes it deep out to Terrence Campbell. Chris Lemon with yet another 3-point shot, and it was heavy. Terrence Campbell able to find the rebound, though. Gets it to Ricky Calvin, who finds Helly. And a good move, but a bad finish. Luke Hook was unable to see Ermias Nagat open down low, but he finds David Gray, makes a move, couldn't get the shot off, but they will retain possession, Moraine Valley ball.
Coming up on a minute here, the score is 93-85 in favor of the Cyclones. Eagles need a last-minute push to get themselves back in the game.
Ermias Nagat going to take that open look in the corner. Looking at the shot clock, they probably should have taken some time off of there, but it's all right. As 2 threes from Terrence Campbell and Chris Lemon were not able to fall. 45 seconds to go. Still an 8-point lead for the Cyclones.
Coming up on 35 seconds here. Layup is up and good.
David Gray, and one.
Another flex of the muscles. I think that's their go-to move, Mike.
I sure think so. And you know what? They've been doing a lot of working out. I see them early there in the H building in the weight rooms at 6 a.m. So I think they deserve a little bit of flexing.
Mike, the real question is, where are you at Moraine Valley at 6 a.m.?
You know, just trying to put in the extra work, working on my broadcast. Anything I can do. David Gray at the line to finish off the three-point play. Moraine Valley's up 10 with 35 seconds to go. Let's see if Moraine can get the sweep tonight. Soderholm takes it up. Takes a highly contested shot. A Luke Cook rebound. They've got a 4-on-1. Let's see if they take the points. They pass it out to David Gray in a smart play, a very smart play. He had the foul that he shouldn't have had early on, but they're going to let this one finish out.
The shot clock is off, but they take a timeout. A timeout for a substitution for the Cyclones.
They will bring McLaren back into the game.
And the guy gets a big hand from his home bench as he, just a wonderful performance by Ermias Naga.
Ermias Naga finishing with 40 points even as McLaren dribbles as the clock will expire. Ladies and gentlemen, a truly remarkable game by the Cyclones. We'd like to wish your Illinois Valley Eagles we'd like to wish them good luck as they finish a remarkable season heading into next year. Just a good game. Both teams played well, fought hard. We'd like to congratulate them on a good season.
You know, I think we have to give the player of the game to Ermias Naga. I mean, who else are we going to give it to, Mike?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, finishing with 39 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. A truly remarkable performance from Ermias Naga. Going down at the half court right now, kissing the floor. A truly remarkable performance. And you know what? He deserves it. His last home game on the court. Ermias Naga, standout athlete with Calaviante Washington. This is just a truly remarkable performance from them. Happy I got to witness it.
Well, that'll wrap up our broadcast. Thank you to the production staff, Mr. Jeremy Shermack, for getting this going. Amanda, and Jason,
Chris on the stats, and all of you guys watching at home. We had a blast. We hope you guys enjoyed watching. And for all things Moraine Valley Sports, I'm Mike Santarelli alongside Tino Abarca.
Thank you and good night.
Good night.